Hello, my beautiful friends. I am being told to breathe as I press record. So breathe with me. How are we doing? What are we feeling? I am a mixed bag at this point because I keep thinking that I need to go and figure out what's wrong with everything. And then I'm just focused on the wrong, and then it's all, it's gross. It's thick. It's exhausting. Okay, so we're gonna figure out what's right. That's what I just heard. So we're gonna start thinking solutions. We're gonna start thinking moving forward. What do we want this to look like? What is done is already done. It's over. There's nothing we can do about it. Nothing. It doesn't matter whose side you're on. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter anymore. What has been done, and that is that. And hold on just a moment. What can I do for you, dear?
Can I reveal my face?
No. Can you please let me do this? Okay, thanks.
How much minutes are you in it?
2. I just started. Can you please?
Can I at least have YouTube?
No.
Okay.
Thank you. Breathe and think of all the things you can do for the Creative Club. So he has been limited on his screen time, which is good, 100%. The little things that we can do to integrate everything that we are remembering, everything that we are wanting out of our own lives. And only we can do this. Only you can do it for you, and only I can do it for me. And these are the things that they have been hiding from us. You know, the spiritual stuff and the connectedness of all of it. And we 100% have the ability to change it. Is it going to be easy peasy, lemon squeezy? Absolutely not. How have the last 10 years been for you? I heard multiply that by 1,000. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. But we have to start. And we have to start somewhere. So why not start right now? It's the only place we can start. It's the only time we can start. So we need to start thinking about ourselves. I felt that. I don't know about y'all, but I'm now emotional. But what I heard with that was, you know, when you start thinking about yourself and you start taking care of you and not doing what everybody else is doing, not thinking about what everybody else is doing, not thinking about what anybody else is going to say about what you might be doing or what you might want to do. We need to start focusing on ourselves. And when we start becoming self-reliant, because that's what you're doing, you're trusting yourself to be able to live your life. And you're not falling into these paradigms that are controlling and keep you down and keep you ill-informed and keep you sick and keep you needing. I know that I am not the only one that is untrusting at this point. And what is love without trust? So I don't love that. But I do love me. And I hold all the power, as you do, to create my own reality. And I have done as much as stripped myself of any material, anything. I have nothing. I have a camper trailer that I live in. I have a 2007 Ford Focus car, manual, all manual, by the way, so that if something goes wrong, I can fix it. And I know there are things that are in play to, you know, the no fix laws and, you know, and these are some of these rabbit holes that I'm jumping down, and I'm like, what do we do to get ahead of it? But you know what? I'm hearing we are ahead of it because we're aware. And it's just being more in tuned and more aligned and not getting caught up. If you notice something is wrong, don't sit there and complain about it and then go back to that same thing. I don't know how many times, I don't know how many Walmart videos I've watched, you know, and what's happening at Walmart. If you know that this is going on, don't shop there. I don't, ever. I don't care what it's for. I don't. So am I sitting here complaining about the digital pricing and stuff like that? No. And am I worried that it might come somewhere else? Guess what? I'm not worried. We haven't gotten there yet. And I'm not worried. I don't need to be. And neither should you. We don't worry anymore. Because there's nothing comes of it. Nothing comes of it. It's all just possibility. Yes, is there a possibility that it could come to a store near me? Abso-frickin-lutely. And if it does, guess what? I'll worry about it then. I'll be like, is it in my store that I normally go to? Is there another store around here that I can go to instead of this store and just not go to that store anymore? Because the more times we do that and we don't step inside those places that are doing things that we know are ridiculous and scammy and shady and just yuck, The more we stay away from those places, the more that they don't get what they want. We get what we want. We want privacy. We want lower prices on stuff, you know? Okay, so that brings me to my next one. They're just telling me, you know, we need to start building these communities around us, meeting our neighbors, and not hating everybody because they're not the same political party you are, or they're not the same color you are, or they're not who you would like next to you because of whatever reason it may be. They're human beings. And we all deserve certain things in life. Every single one of us. We deserve to live our lives. We deserve to live them. And what good does hate do? What good does any kind of profiling? What good does it do? It doesn't do anybody any good. So let's start getting to know everybody. And everybody's got a past, and everybody's got a story, and everybody's on their own journey. Let's start getting to know who these people are and where they are, and how we can serve each other as we serve ourselves. Because I know for me, I'm overabundant in areas, underabundant in others, but I lack nothing. I have built a community around me that absolutely takes care of me and my son as I take care of them. And that is 100% how it is supposed to be. These problems that we have where we think that we are alone in whatever we're doing, we're not. And it's closer. Anything that you are feeling and anything that you are dealing with, that understanding, that camaraderie, that sense of community is right next door. You don't need a million friends on social media. It's nice to get the validation. It's nice to get, noticed. I mean, look at me. I have 124 subscribers. I'm stoked. Do I look at these kids that have over 1 million subscribers and think, well, what am I doing wrong? No. No, I do not. I know that with every transmission, things are getting clearer for both me and you. Something in whatever I'm talking about, because I have no clue. I do not come on here with an agenda, nothing. In fact, when I start doing, well, what am I going to say? I always have to take time and breathe. And that's what they were telling me to do, because I was doing that right at the beginning of this video. So, we need to sometimes take a step back and where are we? What are we doing? I have no idea where I was. Okay, they're saying go with the flow. sometimes you need to take that step back and figure out where you are. Not where everybody else is, not getting the validation, not, anything like that. Figure out where you are. And the little things that you can do. Yes, it's one thing to search for hints and tips and what are other people doing about this, but it's another thing to go down the rabbit hole of what people are saying about all of it and their opinion about all of it. Give me a solution. Give me a solution. If this is happening at Walmart, I don't want to go. So I'm not. I very rarely order from Amazon, and that is convenience only. Because I don't want to drive my car anywhere a substantial distance because of gas prices. And because they have roped me in, just like everybody else, to these subscription things where you don't own anything. They've roped me in for like 100 movies. All my photos. Yeah. So that's not going anywhere anytime soon. So I might as well use it if I need to. And then even then I'm finding more of the sellers, the other sellers, not the Amazon sellers, not Amazon selling it. I'll find the other sellers, the mom and pops, the, whatever, as long as they have a good rating and I know I'll get my stuff. Yeah. That's how I work around stuff like that. But we need to start thinking, we know what's wrong. We know what's wrong. We can feel it everywhere. So let's start thinking of solutions. And we don't need to start thinking of solutions for everyone else. We need to start thinking of solutions for us individually, and that will work itself into community. Go out and meet your neighbors. Figure out what everybody needs right now. Not just you, but figure out if you are overabundant in something. Maybe it can become a side hustle. I just got a picture of somebody baking and going and giving bread to somebody, their neighbor. And you don't know that neighbor probably needed that bread at that time. Everything rolls, it just, especially when you're doing the things that you love and the things that come naturally to you. They're easy. They're just things that you just want to do. Just to do them. Not because of any outcome, not because of any reward that you might get for it, not for any notability that you might get for it. You just do it to do it. Those are the times that you will be divinely compensated for. Can you imagine if you just went through life and just did things because you wanted to do them and you wanted to participate and everything was just a hell yes, that's what I want to do. That's who I want to be around. That's the kind of thing I want to create. That's where I want to show it. That's, and we just did to do. All the time. We would be divinely compensated all the time. It's hard. It's hard because we've been programmed to not be able to think for ourselves, and all of this division. For what? And what's happened in the past, we can't change. We can only move forward. We can only start right now. Every now moment. I had no idea this is where all this was going. I have no idea what I've been saying. You guys, it's just unreal where we're at right now. Do you feel it? There has been a shift. There's been a massive shift. And things are being accelerated. Everything's being accelerated. And the only thing we can do right now is live the life we came here to live. That's the only way out. Because you came here for a reason. Everybody wants to know what the meaning of life is. You came here for a reason. And if you're so caught up in everything else, you're not going to live the life you were destined to live. The life that you are being led and guided to live. The life that you know you want to live. You can't get there if you're caught up in all the rest of this bullshit. Shoot. That is a huge revelation right now to me. You guys, if we are not doing what we want to do, because what we want to do, we're being led and guided to do because we're destined for it. If we're not doing that, what the hell are we doing here? Exactly. Why would you have the question if you were doing what you were supposed to be doing? Light bulb. Oh my God. You guys, that's the answer. That's it right there. You came to Earth for a reason. And I don't care where you're at in your journey. I don't care anything. I mean, you are where you are. This applies to everybody. Every human being. Every human. You are a light body here on Earth. And you came to Earth on purpose. On purpose. For a reason. The rest of this out there is junk. It's junk. It's there to keep you distracted. It is there to keep you from doing what you, yourself, I am, your soul, your energy, your light body came here to do. I hope that makes sense because I totally lost where I was in the sentence. But You know what I'm talking about. All of the rest of everything has been put there to keep us distracted in one way or another. It's to keep you down, to keep you sick, to keep you in line. What are you not going to participate in anymore? What little things can you do on a daily basis? Little things. I limited my son's tech time, and tech includes YouTube, and even on YouTube he's very limited on what he can watch, but you know, it was an excessive amount of time, so I limited that. And I don't shop at Walmart. I got an old manual car that can be worked on by me or people I know in my community because I know who I live around. I have found a place that I feel safe. Safe to be me. Completely. And I hope that you are in a place where you feel that you are safe to be you completely. Because I know what it's like to not. And I hope that you get there. You will. You will definitely get there. But I hope you're there now. And I hope that you know that you hold all of the power. Without you, none of this exists. You hold all of the power to design your own reality. You don't need to fall into the traps. You don't need to go down in social media and find out what's wrong in the rest of the world. What is happening right in your backyard? What is happening within you? Start there. What is happening within you? You are changing. What's happening within you? Should I pull a card?